This one is for my Facebook peeps. I want to share just a little bit with you about my point of view. Not that it will persuade you in any way, but I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. I went to the meeting that the fire department was having. It was the first meeting that pretty much the public attended at the fire department, and where we kind of all found out that the tax increase had already happened and we couldn't really do anything about it. There was a room full of people, but not nearly enough for what I felt like needed to know about it and needed to be there. So I looked around and I thought, well, I'm going to share it with people. So I went to the front of the room, took the one single chair that was empty in the front of the room, and started recording. I was careful not to get any of the audience in the footage. I wanted to share with folks that weren't able to make it what was truly happening. And I wanted them to see it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. It was upsetting. I seen an elderly lady that asked a question. She literally said, "What am I supposed to do? It's just me. My husband's passed away. What am I supposed to do?" And they just looked at her. A whole board full of people up there, and they just looked at her. And then more questions were asked because people were agitated and angry, rightfully so. And then a little bit later, an elderly couple asked the question again. What are we supposed to do? We are on a fixed income. What are we supposed to do? And again, nothing. And I said, you're probably going to lose your house to a sheriff's cell. If you don't pay your property taxes, they will come for your home eventually. Not quickly, but eventually. That's the way it works. There wasn't a lot of answers, and I was super frustrated. And when I came home, the first thing I could think to do was to get this out. I needed to get this video out. So I started this page. I started the page to spread the word so that people, one, knew that this was happening and that it was coming, and two, to try to figure out a way to fight it. There was some natural leaders that kind of stepped up and was doing much deeper dive and much harder work than I could do. Because to be frank, I'm not that smart when it comes to the types of things that they're able to do. And we all have a lane. So this is my lane. My lane is sharing messages and making sure to get the message out to people so that they can get involved and be aware. That's my lane. And I fought tooth and nail to share this issue. I know for a fact that Peggy Mayfield, our representative in our area, our state rep, and I know this is a local issue, and I know that it's a township issue. I get all that. But our politicians should be helping us fix this because we are their constituents. There should be a law on the books to prevent this from happening. And granted, Peggy did vote for a tax cap. It's incredibly high for a tax cap, so it didn't help us in this case. There should be guardrails against what happened to us. There should be something in place to stop this from happening in the dark of night. There should be more steps to make residents aware. So Michelle Higgs reached out to me and said, "This is terrible. I want to be involved. I'd like to come to your meeting." I said, "Sure, come. Great." I knew that she was a candidate last time for Peggy Mayfield's position. And I knew that she didn't win, and she wanted to get involved and try to connect us with some ways to help us. Sure, come on. She came to the meeting. She brought another person to the meeting that worked on her campaign. They helped me with resources to figure out how to go door to door, how to petition, how to get signatures on the petition. And she was there. We've had meetings at my house, and we had a meeting at my house in my pole barn where this core group of people that have really been doing the deep dive, excuse me, have been, we all came together. There was a former Republican elected official from, I can't remember the state, forgive me, I'm so sorry, you know who you are. But he was a Republican. I had a Libertarian, I had another Republican, and obviously Michelle is a Democrat. I don't care. I want to work with the people that are willing to work with us, the people that are willing to get the message out. And I personally know that since those things have happened, Michelle has been able to spread our message. She was able to open doors for me to be able to get on a podcast to share our message more broadly, because this isn't just happening in our community. This is happening in other communities. And although this is a local issue, I still care about the state of Indiana, and I still don't want to see this happen to other people. I support our fire department. I do. I support it. I just think we should have had a gradual step up, a gradual increase, so that people could adjust and we could figure out how to go about this in a smart way. That's my complaint. That's it. It's not that I don't support the fire department. I think that we could have found a better solution. I shared an event on the page. I didn't speak about partisan politics. I just spoke about these are candidates. And if you want to talk to them and you want to have a conversation, here's an opportunity. I full disclosure that it was a fundraiser. I didn't hide that. I'm not hiding that. It is a $30 per person fundraiser. I don't know how to break this to you, but unfortunately, everything we do costs money. Eating at a restaurant costs money. It's just how it is. They wanted to highlight a local restaurant. Dusty owns Tasty Plate. She is a small business owner. We wanted to support a local restaurant. Cool. I don't see the outrage. And I know there was a comment made about how do the admins let this happen? Hi, I created the page. The admins and I had a conversation to keep partisan politics off of this page. And I tried my best to do that. I shared an opportunity to speak with somebody who I've seen pound the pavement, do the work, and share our situation with anybody who will listen. I've been there. I've seen her share. I've seen Michelle share this. She has given me opportunities to share our issue with the chairperson for the Democratic Party for the whole state of Indiana. So I was able to get her ear. Granted, these people probably aren't going to listen to me because I'm just a resident from Morgantown, but I'm going to keep sharing it and keep telling our story until I find somebody that can help us. I have a team that has, like I said, they just naturally kind of surfaced that are doing the super hard, difficult work of researching and finding sources and doing all the hard stuff that I can't do. They're doing amazing work, and I don't want to ruin this for any of them because they are doing hard work, and I don't want to see this page divulge into partisan politics. I just don't. I don't, because it's negating the amount of work and the effort that we've all put into it, and I just don't want to let that happen. I also don't want to censor people. Very, very important. I don't want to censor people. So just be kind to each other. If this isn't for you, it's not for you. What is it? What's the saying? If it's not for I, let it fly, or something like that. Just let it go. You don't have to be mean and hateful. I tell you, I went to bed feeling pretty crappy last night. Woke up to more negative comments, felt pretty crappy. I'm like, man, what am I doing wrong? But I just encourage you to continue to support this page. If you can reach out to Peggy Mayfield again, because I know for a fact that several of you have, and I haven't seen her speak up about it. I haven't seen her join the page. I haven't seen her hold any community conversations, any town halls, any of that would be welcome. I would be willing to go to that as well. I'd like to hear what she has to say as well. I have talked personally to Rod Bray about this issue. Again, thanks to Michelle. She gave me the platform to be able to talk one-on-one in front of people. So I don't know how one-on-one that is, but to have a conversation with him about this. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep speaking up. I have neglected my family largely because I've been so dedicated to trying to make change, and I don't want it to all be for nothing. I don't. I'm trying my best here, and I just hope that we can all be kind and give a little grace when we can. So let's be neighbors, let's be community members, and let's make this work.